What's up guys, it's Nick2. Today I want to make a quick video kind of just showcasing the overall power of Archmage Spark Stormweaver. Now that I've made it to T15 maps, I kind of just wanted to show what the build would look like in a T15 map with really not crazy gear at all. I actually have purposefully gone out of my way. I spent pretty much all day yesterday going from T10 to T15. And I went out of my way to not upgrade my gear at all, and I pretty much just sold a lot of stuff yesterday, and I'm sitting on 140 exalts right now waiting to upgrade my gear, and that is just all the exalts that I got from just farming yesterday. The reason that I did this is that I got a whole bunch of comments on the build video that I posted yesterday saying that this build won't make it to T15s, you don't have the survivability to do so, or other people saying that it needs way too much currency, etc. for it to actually succeed in higher tier maps. So I kind of wanted to not only just showcase how strong the build is, but also dispel some of those rumors or a lot of those takes that people had in the comments, because I didn't think that they were true, and I've just had crazy success with this build. The survivability on it is pretty insane, and I haven't gone like too crazy into the survivability. It is very infrequent that I'm dying in maps, and I actually couldn't be happier with it. And the fact that I have like my gear is pretty mid and I can upgrade it substantially and make this build literally twice as strong if I just take some time upgrading my gear. That makes me really excited. I'll have a fully build video posted when I think that I have like a very fine-tuned version of it. Right now I'm still constantly changing things, and depending upon the map that I'm doing, I swap out my passive tree, and a lot of stuff is up in the air, and it also is sort of enabled by having better gear. So this is not really an in-depth build video. If you want a build video, specifically a leveling one, I have one on my channel, but also if you want more information about this build, feel free to just watch the previous video. I will have a link down in the description, but as I said, I am updating stuff literally every day. I'll quickly showcase my gear and stuff, and then I'll just show some gameplay. But the gameplay that has been on screen is the T15 map. I believe I've just ran 2 of them. They were my first 2 T15 maps, and I went out of my way to juice them. They're not like white maps or anything. I believe I showed that, but I'll just show it again. And yeah, I pretty much just wanted to show that without any crazy gear, like I think I've spent, my amulet was 40 exalt or something like that, and then I think the rest of my gear is like 5 to 10 per, so I don't think my build is more than 100 exalts, and like I said yesterday, just picking up stuff, selling it for like 1 exalt each, I farmed over 100 just by doing a bunch of like T10 to T15 maps, and I haven't reinvested any of that yet. So it's really not that hard to set this build up at all, and you don't even necessarily need the unique that I'm using that costs you 40 exalts. You especially don't need it if you're just trying to do like very early on T1 maps. Anyways, this is kind of just a demonstration of, hey, this build does a crap ton of damage and is extremely tanky and is in one of the most viable setups in higher tier maps. The survivability, the damage, like all of it as a package, and not really needing crazy gear is pretty insane. It's one of the best things that I've seen. The clear speed on Spark is very nice, especially in a map like this. The boss damage on this also is very, very high, which has made me pretty happy, and I'm very looking forward to doing like pinnacle bosses and stuff. That'll be a lot of fun. If you're curious on what I'm currently using, it's basically what I showed yesterday, but I will just very quickly show it. Also, I have not min-maxed a lot of stuff. Like, you can min-max Conductivity Curse by putting it on Weapon Set 2 and then speccing in the skill tree a whole bunch of lightning resistance stuff, so it reduces the mob's resistance by like 80%. I haven't done that. I have literally gone out of my way to not min-max, to just play basically the same character I was playing yesterday, and once I'm done with this video, I'm going to go spend all my Exalted Orbs and try to do Pinnacle bosses and just blast T15 maps. But I just want to show that it was possible without crazy gear or anything, but just as a quick rundown, Spark, not even a 6-link by the way, so that is a huge upgrade I can get. I have Inspiration, Acceleration, Control Destruction, Arcane Tempo, Flame Wall, I barely press, but it has Fortress on it, Archmage with just Lightning Mastery, Connectivity with Heightened and Focus Curse, Orb Storms with Lightning Exposure, Strip Away, Font of Mana, Lightning Warp, I don't even have my bar, but if I do, I like to have Soul Drain on it. Frost Wall, I've been forgetting to press to be honest, but if you get stunned, it's nice. Mana Tempest, Pre-Med, Murderous Intent, and then I will show my gear, and it is not crazy by any means. I have this weapon, which I happen to corrupt spell damage. I could get like 100 more mana on this, and I think the damage is extra lightning damage. I don't know if this is good or not. I'm trying to think. I think I want cold so that I can freeze enemies. I don't know how ailments work in this game, if I have like the electrocution through this and freeze. Like, do they get applied at the same time, or does it wait for the electrocution to fall off? I don't know. I think I'm going to test that out because it would be really helpful to have freeze against certain elites that are lightning resist. And if you're doing cold damage, you'd be doing a pretty good amount of your percentage of your overall damage as cold. So a lot of those mobs that are lightning resist, you just do a little bit more damage to them. So that could be good. My helmet, what could be improved here? Energy shield is pretty low. The mana could be a little bit higher. That's about it. Chest, you could have like 200 more energy shield. And the int is low and only 1 res. My focus, a lot of stuff is not qualityed either. My chest is qualityed and my helmet a little bit, and that's it. My focus, I want more spell skills on it. I want spell damage on it, and the int and mana regen rolls are like really low. So yeah, I think level of spell skills could be 3 or 4. That would be good. My rings are literal dog ass. This one is really bad. Almost all the stats in here don't help. It's literally just for all res and mana. You could get cast speed twice on a ring. You can get, what's it called? Lightning damage would be really good, and you can get more resistances. So this is just a resistance piece. Same with this. Mana, cast speed, resist. So that could be a lot better. Belt could have like literally 100 more mana. The resistances on it are pretty good though. This thing sucks. Like, you can get a better roll. I might just go buy one, and I might buy them and just keep valing them until I get like a double socket or something. Because that would be nice to help with resistances, and then I could socket like helmet for more energy shield. But the roll of energy shield that I have is terrible. You could get way better, which would be nice, because 30 flat energy shield ends up being quite a lot for mana. Boots, I want more movement speed, and I want maybe 1 extra resistance. The mana on is pretty good though, and the energy shield could be way higher. Charm, I like to use immunity to freeze. And passive tree, this is where I'm at with it. I went and got the rest of my passive points. That's nice. And I swap my passive points around all the time. I lost a little bit of damage so that I could beef up my energy shield recharge rate. And I am playing Mind Over Matter. Sometimes I take this off to do more damage if I'm doing lower tier stuff. But then I made sure to grab this. If you're playing Mind Over Matter, you need as much mana regen as possible because it literally halves it. And then I just have some more energy shield stuff. Max energy shield. My jewels are pretty good. I actually made this one, where is it? I made this one myself, duration, energy shield, and recharge rate. I think these might sell for a lot, so I might sell them so that I could reinvest into other pieces. This one's also good, cast speed, faster start of energy shield, increased skill duration. I might just keep them because they're really strong, or I might sell them and then reinvest to get a better chest. That's probably the most important thing that I could get, but this is where my tree is at. It's probably very similar to what I'll have linked, but otherwise, like, I personally am just swapping around nodes all the time. If I don't play Mind Over Matter, then I don't play these mana stuff, and then I spec into more energy shield recharge rate. When I do play Mind Over Matter, I take points out of energy shield recharge rate, and then I make sure to get more mana regeneration. And as I get more points, I'm going to go into more maximum energy shield, probably. There's a few nodes that I'm missing. I'm considering going into shield and playing with this node, but it's like so many points. You could anoint this, but I have opted to anoint Pierce on my amulet, which I guess I forgot to show, but that is my amulet, of course, because this is what enables you to use Eldritch Battery. Pretty sure that's it. When it comes to gameplay, I mean, the build, if you want most of the information for the build, just watch the video that I posted yesterday. This is kind of just a gameplay showcase of just, hey, you can go into T15 maps and blast without crazy gear at all. And like I said, let's see, how many exalts do I have right now? 125. I've been selling a whole bunch of crap. I have, this is my 1 exalt price tab, and I've been putting stuff in here that a lot of the stuff I need to swap the prices on and stuff. But if you just get a 1 exalt tab and you just slam random rares in there, you'll just make money constantly, and that's pretty much what I did. I need to clean this out because it is an absolute nightmare. But there's a lot of gear that I've also been saving. I have not been tapping gear at all. I literally have saved all of this to do a huge tapping session all at once. So pretty much the second I'm done with this video, I am going to probably increase the power level of my character by like 50% by just upgrading a lot of my gear. And then within the next few days, I'll have like a pretty fine-tuned min-maxed version of the build, and I'll showcase killing pinnacle bosses and blasting as juiced up as possible T15 maps. But the maps that I've been showing have been juiced. So I don't know. I think the maps are going to get absolutely mollywopped once, like, if I have this much more power to gain and I'm only level, what, 83? Or, oh, I'm 86, damn. Well, anyway, 5 more skill points would be pretty helpful because there's a lot of damage that I could get right here. Or there's just, like, simply just way more energy shield to be gained, which is good survivability as well. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you found it interesting. I just wanted to show Spark Archmage good. Thanks for watching.